Hello everyone. So we have AMC 10B problem. So this is a really nice probability problem. So this was number 21. So meant to be challenging. So we have 40 slips, right? And they are number with 1 through 10, and then we have four of them, four of each of these numbers. Okay, 4 slips for 1, 4 slips of 2, and stuff like that. And you are selecting, drawing 4 slips from that head at random without replacement. So this is important. And P is the probability that all 4 slips will be the same number. Okay, the Q is the probability that 2 slips will be the same number and the other 2 will be same. So A and B, but A and B is not going to be same. So just before we dive into what we need to do, let's understand what's going on. So we have 40 numbers, but we have 4 of 1, 4 of 2, 4 of 9, 4 of 10, okay? So which is basically 10 different numbers, but since we have 4 of each, that's just 40. And we are taking 4 slips out of those 40 numbers. And then we like to find 2 different probability, and then we will divide those. So since we are going to divide the probability, like, the total number outcome when you choose 4, either way will be same, which is like 40 choose 4. So your denominator will be the same in both cases. So since you are going to divide those 2 probabilities, those can be canceled immediately without really actually finding the values. Okay, so we just need their numerators basically. Let me try like P first. So just to understand how that looks like one example of getting P, you want to have 4 same numbers. Like you may have like 1, 1, 1, 1, or like 3, 3, 3, 3, right? So you could have any number that will repeat 4 times basically. And then if you look at this one, the number of ways that you like to have 4 of those the same is just 10, because you can have 1, 1, 1 or 2, 2, 2 all the way to 10, 10, 10. So desired outcome basically 10. And I'm gonna write the denominator anyway. So, and then if you like to choose 4 out of 40, so that's basically 40 choose 4, but we are not gonna find the value of this guy because that will be the same in the other case, so they will cancel. So that's the first case. Let's do the Q. So Q is slightly different, okay? And like we want to get 4 numbers, but 2 numbers will be same. Let's say 2 and 2 and 4 and 4. So this is one example. Or you can have 3 and 3 and 9 and 9. So we will expect something to get like this. But at the same time, we like to know how many ways or what 2 numbers that will be chosen. So that's kind of not as easy as the first case. So you need to know what number will be, I don't know, like these 2, or what number will be other 2. So, and then you can just order these as well, right? So the first things first, I like to know how many ways that I can choose 2 numbers, like 2 and 4 or 3 and 9, right? So since I have, I need to choose like 4, right? I mean, I have 10 numbers, like I need to choose 2 and 4 or 3 and 9 or any 2 numbers. Okay, so which is why that can be done 10 choose 2 ways. This is gonna determine number of ways to choose like these numbers. Like this is basically one of them, this is another one. So you could, if you don't like get this one, you can kind of list a bit just to see how that looks like. So you can have 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, like 3, 3, 1, 1, like 4, 4. You can kind of list in an organized manner, so you can actually see the number of ways will be 10 choose 2, which is like 45 ways. In this case, to choose any 2 numbers, that will be 2 copies basically. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But this is not enough in this case. Like, let's say I choose the 2 and 4, like by choosing any of those 10 numbers. So now I need to know what order I will have these, right? So it could be like 2 and 2, 4, 4 like that, or 4, 4, 2, 2, or 2, 4, 4, 2, or any other ways, right? So I like to know which 2 goes where, and then other 2 will be remaining basically. Okay, But in this case, it doesn't really matter because we don't really care about their ordering. So if you think about the ordering those, so that might be actually different, but in this case, we don't really care about the what order we choose those two twos, or what order we choose those fours or threes and stuff like that. So it doesn't matter. So how do I know it doesn't matter? Because the question asking you to select two numbers out of like four twos, two numbers out of, I don't know, like four nines. So I just need to know like two numbers out of that, basically. I don't really organize them in a different path, in different order. So it's not basically what's been asked. So I'm not sure if that makes sense, but that's the case. So the order doesn't matter. So, but the problem is, we have four twos or four fours, four threes, four nines. I just need to take two of them. So, but which two, right? That actually matters. So, which is why I'll take 4 choose 2 and 4 choose 2. So that is basically the first one will determine the first two numbers that we have, like maybe 2 2, maybe like 1 1. So it depends on which number we have. And the second will be the other remaining two. So that is going to be number of ways to choose two numbers of one kind, two numbers of the other kind. So denominator is still the same, which is like 40 numbers, and then you choose 4 of them. So we need to divide this by this. So let's do that. So Q divided by P. Since the denominator will cancel, I don't need it. So this guy will be numerator. So 10 choose 2, 10 times 9 over 2, which is 45. And then 4 choose 2 is 6. And then the other one is also 6 divided by 10. Okay, so I can divide by 9. I mean, divided by 5, which is 9. Divided by 5, which is 2. Divided by 2, that will be 3. So that is 9 times 18. So you can multiply 9 by 20, which is like 180, right? And then, but that's 2 less than 9, so which is 18 lesser than 180, which is 162. So that looks like our answer. The reason I choose this problem to talk about it, because the first time I read this problem, I didn't really get it. And then as soon as I read it a few times, I had some idea, but my approach wasn't really that great. So which is why I kind of like the problem. And after when I read this problem a few times, I actually realized this question can be actually changed in a way that the answer will be completely different, which is actually my challenge for you. So everything is the same. Let me kind of ask you as a challenge to another question. So, but the problem of Q will be, instead of 2 slips of a number, I'm going to choose this number to 3. And other number will be just 1. So if this is the case, I'd like you to challenge yourself and see if you can find the answer. And if you do get something, just share with me so you can make a comment. So, but I hope you can try this one and see if you can get it. But just to give a heads up, none of the choices are going to be answered in this case. Okay, so let's see if we can get the answer for this problem. And good luck.